Today we will cover the remaining two loop. One is for off loop, one is for off loop, for off, and one is for in loop. Then we will go to array in JavaScript. So what do you mean by for off loop? I will come to my JavaScript file. So for off loop, you see, suppose I have a variable. Let I have a string variable. Suppose str equals to, suppose I will write Ceylon software. Now I want to retrieve all characters at a time. So normally if I will use for loop, so I can write individual character I can print, but using for off loop. So how? You see, what is the general form? What is the syntax of for off loop? Or we can say, what is the flow control? Let a variable, suppose variable name is val or I, whatever you write, there is no problem. Variable is completely user defined. Okay, of str, I will print the value of I. That means for each value of str in I will print the value of I. So here no initialization like in general, what in generally or in general for loop, what we do first, let I equals to 0, I is less than something length I plus plus. So instead of that, so directly using for off loop we can do or we can resolve. So here there is no initialization section. Here there is no increment or decrement section. So let I is a variable. So of str, of is a what? Here it is a keyword for of. That means for each value of str in I will print the value of I. Now I can see, suppose for in this way also I can write I equals to the value of I. In this way it will be good. Now I will go to my document. So I will open index.html and I will go to inspect. I will go to console. Just I will do the refresh button. Just will see script.js, control S, script.js, index.html. Now do the refresh button. Okay, you see I saw the output I equals to S, I equals to I equals to L, I equals to A. So whatever we have the string value, that is a Ceylon software. So a string we know it is a sequence of characters. So each character we retrieved. So I hope everybody got clarity. Give a response. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is advantageous than normal for loop. Suppose if I want to know the size, suppose if I will write let size equals to 0, and for each character, when one character is printing, let it suppose size plus plus, and after for loop if I will write console.log size is the value of size, control S. You see, I will do the refresh button. Size is 13. Okay. So number of characters present in a string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I I can say length of string. Okay. So you write. So this is called as for off loop. When I want to retrieve each data item from a string or from any sequence of values, from any sequence, then we use for off loop. So here the meaning is for each value of str in I will print the value of I. So this is for off. So this is for off loop. Now then I will go to for in loop. So here for off loop I retrieved each data item or each character from a string value, because a string is a sequence of characters from a sequence. Then for in loop is what? Here I will see all data from an object. From an object. For in loop, deal with an object. So we will see how. Now, suppose I will give the comment. Reddit, just I'm giving comment. So I hope everybody is writing simultaneously. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will consider an object. Let that is a student object. Suppose let student. So how I will represent a student object? Suppose student name. Okay, John Day, comma. Let age. Suppose let it 25. Let it CGPA. Suppose 8.5 CGPA. Whatever you take. So each pass whether he it's pass or fail, let it true. Okay, let's suppose in this way I presented a student object. I presented a student object, and in JavaScript how I will represent a student object in this way. Now I will use foreign loop. So for suppose let k is a loop variable in student. Okay, then console dot log suppose k. So I think double two times I have written. Okay. So first of all we will see. So what it is representing. First of all, you remember for in a loop deal with objects. That means first of all we will take an object and whatever the object containing property, name, age, CGPA, age pass. So I can say it is a pair, name, age, CGPA, age pass key, then value is John Day 25 8.5 true value. So we can say it is a pair. Okay, first of all, you see what the output we are getting. So I will go to my console and here I will do the refresh button. You see name, age, CGPA, age pass. So what we are observing, we are observing. So we got key, we got key. So in a pair, if I will say it is a pair, and in a pair, this is key and this is value. If I will consider, so whatever the output we got, this is key. But how I will get value? So here I can write in this way. It will be decorum if I will do key equals to the value of k, comma. Similarly, I will write the value equals to in this way. So my object is name is student, student of k. This control S. So I will go to my document, sorry, console, do the refresh. You see, so clearly we got the output key equals to name, value equals to zonde, key equals to age, value equals to 25, key equals to CGPA, value equals to 8.5, key equals to HPass, value equals to true. So this is all about for in loop. So in this way, we completed for off loop and for in loop. So what we observed, for off loop deal with a sequence. From a sequence, if we want to retrieve all data items, then we use for off loop. That is the best suitable choice. Similarly, when we will consider an object containing some property, and if the object property we consider as pair, then to retrieve all pairs from an object, what we will do, we will use for in loop. In which way for in loop we use? So in this way, give a response. So this is all about for off and for in. Okay, so then we will go to the next terminology, that is array. So array in JavaScript. So array, the terminology array, it is very common terminology in every programming language. Suppose I will write, let I have an array, suppose marks. Suppose I will take some data items, a group of data items, a group of data items, suppose 95, comma, let it 74, let it 50, suppose let it 80, let it 65, suppose. So what is this? Okay, suppose I will write let heroes. Suppose some string value I will take. Let Saharuk, let Akshay Kumar, let Amir Khan, let Ajay Devgan. So a group of data items we are assigning in a single variable. Okay, so that data items may be homogeneous or may be heterogeneous. Homogeneous means similar types of data items or multiple types of data items. Suppose let I have a variable name, suppose info. Suppose I will store the information, suppose as let it suppose 75 marks is, suppose address is, suppose let Bhubaneswar. Is some info, multiple types of data. So, so what is the meaning? So an array we can say it is a data structure, or we can say a single memory having capability to contain more than one homogeneous or heterogeneous data items, or a collection of data items, a group of data items, whatever you remember. Let this array name is suppose marks in this way, and index value generating in array, and index value is always 0 to n minus 1. If the total number of data item is 6, then index value will be 0 to 6. Zeroth index representing first data item. So I can say marks of 0, that is 95, marks of 1, that is 74, in this way. So overall we can say an array is a variable, or it is a named memory allocation, whatever as per in what your definition you write. Array is a named memory having a name, named memory allocation having capability to contain homogeneous or heterogeneous, okay, more than or group of. An array is a named memory allocation having capability to contain more than homogeneous or heterogeneous data items, group of data items. Okay, in a linear manner. So that's why an array is also called as what? Linear data structure. Linear data structure. Okay. So data structure is a way where we store data. Not only we store data, some operation we perform. Searching, sorting, inserting, removing. Okay, so I'm not going so in detail in to that part. Just I am defining. Just an array is what. So when I am declaring an array, when I am presenting an array, internally a memory is allocating. So the memory name, that is array name, okay, containing a group of data items. That group of data items may be homogeneous or may be heterogeneous. We will see practically how to represent an array. Just I am giving these things, just I am giving comment. Now, so array in JavaScript. Okay. So first of all, suppose let it marks. Suppose let marks. Suppose I will write 50, comma 60, comma 65, comma 70. Okay, commas 85, whatever. Suppose if I will write console.log marks, okay, control S. Now, marks is the name of the array. Marks is the name of the array, and directly I initialized. Initialized means the values I assigned to array marks. Now I will go to my console. Just I will do the refresh. You see, so the values whatever we have initialized 50, 60, 65, 70. Okay, 70 point 70 comma. So control S. Just again I will do the refresh button. This. You see, automatically zeroth index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index created. Zeroth index value 50, 1 index value 60, 2 index value 65, 3 index value 70, 4 index value 85, and you see automatically length is also displaying. Length is means number of data item present. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, length is 5. Okay. So marks of 0, that is 50. Marks of 1, suppose this is 60. Marks of 1 is 60. Okay, suppose one question is, suppose these are the marks for given array with marks of students. Find the average marks of the entire class. Suppose an array of marks is given. Suppose this is my marks of students, it is given. And what we have to do, I have to find the average. So in which way I will write? So I will go to my JavaScript. So let we have these marks. So first of all, what I will do? First of all, I will find the sum 50 plus 60 plus 65 plus 70 plus 85. First, I will find the sum. So it is a series summation. So this type of problem statement. So I think in my last class already I have done. So if this is my scenario is series summation. So what I will do, output variable equals to 0. Let sum is 0. So I will take a for loop. So currently we studied for off loop. So from a sequence, all data item, so at a time, so automatically it will come to a loop variable. Suppose let I is loop variable of marks. So for off loop, currently we studied retrieving each data item from a sequence. The sequence may be an array, may be a string value. So I wrote let I of marks. Let I of marks. That means each value of marks will come to I. 50 will come to Y, 60 will come to Y, 65 will come to Y, 70 will come to Y, 85 will come to Y. Then 50 will come to Y, loop body will execute. So I can write sum equals to sum plus I, or in this way you can write sum plus equals to I. That means sum equals to sum plus I. So meaning is 50 will come to I, sum equals to sum plus I. Sum equals 0, 0 plus first I value 50, 0 plus 50 that is 50. Then after executing the body, the control will go to the next data item 60. 60 will come to I, again body will execute, sum is equal to sum plus I, latest sum is 50, 50 plus 60 that is 110. Then after executing the body, then control will go to the next data item 65 will come to I. Again body will execute. Then 70 will come to I. Again body will execute. Then 85 will come to I. Again body will execute. Then there is no data item. So when there is no data item, then loop will terminate. So this is the concept of for off loop. When a data item coming to a loop variable, then loop body is executing. After loop body execution, the control is going to the next data item. So the meaning is this: for each value of marks, one by one will come to loop variable, then loop body is executing. So when loop is terminating, so whatever the sum value we will get, that is the final sum value. So our objective is to the average find the average. We will find, suppose I will write console.log. Suppose I will write sum is console.log. So to sum is the value of sum. Control S. So I will go to my console. Just I will do the refresh. You see sum is 330 output. Now I will find the average. I will find the average value. So what I will write? So a variable I will take let average equals to sum by number of data items. So how many number of data items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in marks array, there are 5 number of data items. So there are 5 number of data item. Data item means this is the length of an array. So I can write marks dot length. You remember? So length is a keyword to find the length of an array. So we can write array dot length. We can write array dot length. So now I can write console.log output statement I will write. So average mark is then the value of average. Control S. Now I will go to my console, and I will do the reference. You see sum is 30, average mark is 66. So I hope everybody got clarity.